Hello friends, welcome back. I think we repeat ourselves this do what you love mantra a little bit too much. And I want to tell you why I think this is total BS. Now, I know why the do what you love narrative is so pleasing to our ears. It's because it is so tremendously easy for us to embrace it. It implies no stress, no conflicting decisions to be taken, and no forceful actions on our part. It simply pushes us towards the path of least resistance. It's not about making a stance, it's about letting go. It's such an easy mindset to embrace. It's go with the flow, essentially. It'd be hard not to just love it. But I seriously doubt this is the best option for us. Okay, maybe I said it too politely. Let me rephrase. This is absolute bullshit. And here's why. If we embrace this narrative, it means that theoretically we could just keep doing what we think we love regardless of whether it's something useful or good for us and for others. And why is this a problem? Well, because that might not lead to the best version of ourselves. We might very easily fall into this downward spiral of self-indulgence. If we fell into this trap, then we would have no push, no motivation to improve. Whatever the outcome of your work, you'd be telling yourself, no matter what people say, I'm doing what I love, and that's all that matters. But let's be frank, how does that help you, really? People misinterpret doing what they love as a way of saying, I'll keep doing whatever I want because it is my passion. I'm sure eventually someone will appreciate what I do and be grateful to me. But unfortunately, reality is slightly more complicated than that. Humans are not generally mean. They're actually quite supportive on average, but there is a good chance that if you really suck at what you think you love and people find no value in it, regardless of the effort you put into it, nobody will ever quite appreciate it. Actually, it is worse. If by doing what you love, you'd produce stuff others find useless or of no meaning to them, you might even end up being depressed, precisely because nobody appreciates what you do. But the great news is that us humans, we are literally hardwired for success. Seriously. We evolved to live in tribes. We absolutely hate being ignored. We want attention and we seek recognition. We are constantly moved by this pull. It gives us a lot of energy and tension. Think about what happens when we speak and get ignored. We feel this internal energy, we want to talk louder or even scream. Sometimes we feel almost as if we are about to explode. That gives us a tremendous source of energy. We have to harness that potential. Our brain is built that way. We simply won't give up until we get heard. And you know what is the best way of getting heard? You have to become too good to be ignored. But you don't get good if you don't give yourself the chance to improve. That's why the do what you love thing, if misinterpreted, is so dangerous. Always doing what you love will not make you go out of your comfort zone. And tell me, when was the last time you learned something useful without going outside of your comfort zone? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, take your time. I'll wait. Okay, I'll tell you, never. That's when. The message is, of course, start experimenting with doing what you think you love, sure, but always search for feedback. Negative ones are especially useful. That's where you get most of the ingredients for improvement. If something doesn't work, just change it. And on with the next experiment. The reality is that nothing good can happen to you unless you go through some learning journey that more often than not will involve going through some frustration and even pain. That's all part of the path towards a better version of ourselves. Of course, be aware that some will just throw shit at whatever you do. That's also part of life. You can safely ignore them and move on. But the most important point is that you have to be open to the fact that what you originally thought you loved and what you will eventually get great at doing might be very different. That's not just absolutely fine, but quite cool as well. It gives a mysterious, adventurous twist to the whole story. Please don't fall into the trap of the feel-good, only good vibes nonsense. Work hard, put yourself out there, embrace negative feedback and use it as fuel for the self-development engine we have right here in our brain. After all, as I said, we are hardwired for success. And remember, finding what you love is not an event, it's a journey. Thanks for watching.